Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Carr, and I'm running here in East Van for the Greens in this federal election.
Hey, so hey Mike, can you tell me just a little bit about why you're running?
Yeah, well, I've been an activist, really, a citizen activist, if you like, for 30 years. Longer sometimes than I care to admit to. And I've been involved in a lot of different issues in the peace movement, Aboriginal support movement. I helped do the Greening Our Cities conference in 1994, the first Greening Our Cities conference in Vancouver. I helped organize that. I'm currently involved with the Grandview Woodlands Area Council, our local citizens group. We're fighting the Gateway Project and air pollution in this neighborhood, housing problems. We support, there is a housing crisis. So I've been active in all of these areas, and I finally decided that this has to move into the mainstream. A political party, the Green Party, is the closest to what I believe in on many, many issues across the board. And so it seemed to me the most logical place to be in order to raise the profile of the issues that I think are crucial to Canadians for the next 7 generations. And by 7 generations, I mean, I think that's that we need to learn. Not only do we need to decolonize this country with all the various Aboriginal peoples and nations here, and include them fully in a federation as equals, but we need to learn from them that perspective that they've always had traditionally, living on the land, as they call it, which is really an ecological concept for all of the ecological relationships that we live in on this planet, and that are all endangered now. So these crises, the climate crisis is one that everyone's concerned about now. It's honestly, it's only one. There's all of these toxins in the environment, in the water, the air, the food. The bioengineering is a kind of threat that's just looming right on the horizon at the moment. All of these issues have to be corrected, addressed, and these multiple crises are so huge that it's bigger than all the political parties put together. It has to be a work of society. So I'm challenging people to get involved themselves. I want to use this election really as a way to start mobilizing people to get organized around the issues that they're most concerned about, but also to network among themselves, not just to make it an individual thing. Oh, I'm turning off my lights, or I'm going to support some organization with a little bit of money or something, and not really do anything. We've all got to get involved.
So if you have just one message to voters going into Election Day next week, is there anything in particular that you want to encourage voters to do?
We must not let Harper get a majority government. That's the first thing. That's sort of step one. And if there is another minority government, I would be one of those pressing for a coalition of the opposition parties to actually take over the government. It's not unprecedented in Canada. It can be done. We have to act now. There's, as everybody's now aware, there's a financial crisis in the U.S. It's going to affect Canada. 80% of our trade is with Canada. There's no way it's not going to affect us. Harper has been putting his head in the sand like the proverbial ostrich. He talks about the economy is sound. Those were the very words used by Calvin Coolidge in 1929, right before the Great Depression. Thank you very much, Mr. Harper, for nothing. A green economy is a job-rich economy. A green economy means putting massive amounts into public transit that will supply jobs, that will address the greenhouse problem by helping people get out of their cars and allowing them to have a transit system that is like reliable and frequent and pleasant to take. A national housing program, a national social housing program, and retrofitting a lot of inadequate existing housing will provide lots of jobs, address the crisis of homelessness and underhousing in this country, which is at phenomenal proportions right now, and also it will provide many jobs for people doing all of that work. And address the climate crisis. So it's a win-win-win solution, and that's why I think the Green Party is the best vehicle for the civil society movement, because the Green Party has policies that actually mean something. And when you look down at the subsections of our policies, there's always a place where we talk about working with citizens organizations. This is crucial. Political parties need to do more and more of that to get involved in society, in civil society, in people's groups, living with people, working with them, organizing with them. And that's what I'm saying that we need to do as a society to address the crisis that we really face.
Thanks, Mike. Best of luck.
It's long enough, right?